was a gas station near the city of Harrisonburg. I went inside to get a bottle of water. At first, the only other customer was a black woman who had come in with 2 little girls. She was waiting while they used the bathroom. Then the station's glass door opened. I heard the sucking noise of its rubberized edges giving way and the weak ding of an automatic bell. A white woman stormed inside. Her hair was in a loose ponytail, and she wore a burgundy sweatshirt. She looked to be in her 30s, around my age. She began yelling at the black woman. "Don't you know how gas stations work?" she demanded. "Or are you just lazy and stupid?" She was driving an SUV and needed to pump gas. Apparently, the black woman had parked her sedan next to the only available tank. The white woman turned her ire on the 2 female cashiers, also white, behind the store's counter, demanding to know why they didn't do something. She threatened to never buy gas there again. She said that she was a long-time customer. The station would lose her good business. The encounter couldn't have lasted more than a minute. The white woman turned on her heel and shoved the door open. Sucking sound, weak bell, and a parting insult. "Fucking nigger!" She said it without looking back. The woman behind the counter said nothing. The black woman's face revealed only mild surprise. Or maybe it was practiced defense. Just then the little girls returned from the bathroom. Before she left the station, I asked the woman if she was all right. She could have just asked me to move my car. She replied, with a shrug. 9 months later, and a short drive away, hundreds of demonstrators gathered after sundown on the campus of the University of Virginia. The tiki torches they carried glowed bright against their white skin and the inky night sky. The group kicked off their march with a collective yell that coursed through their winding formation of bodies, 2 by 2, shoulder to shoulder, trooping forward. The iconic images from August 11, 2017, the eve of the Unite the Right rally, show illuminated male faces, grimacing, grinning, threatening. Women were there too, but in fewer numbers than men. Amid chants of "You will not replace us" and "One people, one nation, end immigration," some marchers broke ranks to scream at people recording or protesting the event. In one moment, captured in a shaky video that was later posted on the internet, a woman stepped out of line. She wore a loose-fitting white top and jeans, and her long blonde hair gleamed. She stood facing a manicured lawn that stretched toward one of UVA's signature white colonnades. "You sound like a nigger," she shouted. The target of her ire, presumably a critic of the march, wasn't visible on camera. "You sound like a nigger," the woman yelled again. 5 words that spoke to nearly 400 years of accumulated racial privilege and contempt. The slur rang harshly, and "like" spoke volumes. Was the unseen person white? The woman's sneering sentence sounded like an accusation of tribal treason. She seemed disgusted that someone would debase themselves instead of standing with their own kind. The woman repeated herself a 3rd time before falling back in step with the marchers. She held her shoulders back, chin up, and torch aloft as she strode away. She looked proud. By the time Charlottesville happened, I was already researching women who support white nationalism, the belief that America should remain a predominantly white country, led by white people. I had embarked on the project right after Trump's election, when exit polls showed that more than half of white women, nationwide, had voted for the president. The women I was observing and interviewing were like the one caught on camera at Unite the Right, the most prominent display of organized racism in recent memory. But I was also interested in women like the one at the gas station. Her banal malice was a paradox, so similar to what was chanted and championed in Charlottesville, yet so unremarkable that it scarcely rattled the other people in the store. That scene planted a seed in my brain.